For all you above ground pool owners, this site should look fairly familiar. When we get ready to clean our strainer pump out, the first thing we want to do is turn off the pump. And I'm sure if you guys have an above ground pool, you've probably already experienced this. What we're going to do is we're going to come down here, we're going to open up our lid. And as we open it up, all this water's coming out. I'm trying to clean the basket. I'm kind of in a rush. It's kind of stressful doing it this way, trying to position and put everything back in, and then trying to put the lid back on, getting it down. Of course, at this point in time, I've lost a lot of water. There's a lot of water everywhere. I'm soaking wet. And in this video, I'm going to show you a way, or several ways we can do this without getting wet. Hey guys, it's Mark from Hallmark Pool Supplies. Our first option is get a shutoff valve like this. And what we want to do is we want to unscrew the fitting in front of the pump. We're going to Teflon tape this valve. We're going to screw this valve into the pump. Then we can hook our hose to it and clamp it. And you basically have something like this. I've already got one on the pump here so you guys can see it. And just so you guys can hear me, I've already got the pump turned off. But the first thing we want to do when we clean our strainer housing out is we want to turn off the pump. We want to rotate our handle to the closed position. And then we're going to close our valve. And now we'll be able to come down here and open up our strainer housing, remove our basket. We'll be able to clean. We'll be able to take our time. We're not going to be in a rush. Water's not coming out everywhere. At the same time, we can inspect the lid. We can check everything, make sure everything is good and clean. If we need to, we can even lubricate our O-ring at this time. And then we're going to be able to come back nice and easily and put this back down and lock her back into position. And of course, at this time, then we would open up the valve and we would rotate this back to filter and turn it back on. So this works very well if you have a DE filter or a sand filter like you see here. For those of you that have a cartridge filter, the process is done just a little bit different, and I will show you that as we go. Let's just suppose that you guys don't have a valve or you don't want to use a valve. We can actually use a threaded O-ring plug like you see here. Very simple. We can actually come over here to our skimmer. We can open up the skimmer, remove the basket, take our threaded O-ring plug and screw it down into the skimmer. And we only need to put it in hand tight, like so. And we're basically doing the same thing. So at this point in time, we're going to be able to open up the strainer housing, and we don't have a valve, but it won't matter because we've got the skimmer plugged. And here again, we've got the system on closed, and that's for people that have the DE system or a sand system. So let's just suppose you have a cartridge system. What do? Well, if we have a cartridge system, then what we need to do is we need to get a plug like this. It's the same plug we just used in the skimmer, and we're going to come over to the return on the pool, and we're going to actually remove the eyeball inlet. Just unscrews. We're going to take our threaded plug with O-ring. We're going to screw this in. And now we've got the return plugged. We've got the skimmer plugged. And we'll be able to open up our pump and clean out the strainer housing without getting wet. And if you'd like, you can also install a valve, a shutoff valve like this on the return line. So this way we can close the valve on the skimmer as well as the return if you don't want to use the plugs, and that'll do the same thing. Now, I like using the valve. A lot of customers do. It's very convenient. It's always there. It's permanent. Plugs are often lost or misplaced. So the valve is actually a better option. It does cost more, but you can do either or, and it will allow us to open this up without all the stress. We'll be able to clean it, and you won't get wet. And like always, all the parts that we've talked about in this video so far, the plugs, the valve, I do carry that on my website, and I will post links in the description down below for any of you guys that need that. So another option that we have, and I did make a video on this before, and this is in regards to servicing the unit if we're changing sand, or let's say we have an emergency, or you just don't have plugs or a valve and we need to separate the pool from the system. What we can do is we can actually take this hose off the pump here, and what we would be doing is we would be hooking up the skimmer line to the return line. We would remove the return line and we would have the skimmer hooked up to the return. Okay, so now I've got the skimmer line hooked to the return, as you can see. And what we've done is we've now separated the system from the pool completely. And this is basically for emergency purposes, or if you're doing major service, or if you don't have plugs or a valve. You obviously would not be doing this just to clean out your strainer pot, because that is a lot of work. Using the plugs and the valve would be the best way, but I just wanted to show you this as an option. So hopefully you guys found this video to be helpful, and if you find yourself in a situation or you get stuck and you just need help, check out my Patreon page, where as a patron you can actually book phone sessions with me. I can even do virtual service calls, and if you're new to this channel, hit that like and subscribe button for future content. Remember us at Hallmark Pool Supplies for all your pool needs. I appreciate everybody watching. My name is Mark, and I'll see you guys on the next video.